Hello there, friends of YouTube. It is Fully Tilt Gaming here today, and thank you for plugging into my live stream of awesome sauce. Now, I'll tell you what, we got an amazing live stream here, set up with my friend Nicholas E. and the Monaster Stalin, and of course, your boy, Full Tilt Gaming. And today, we're doing some wheat fields. So, what do you say we get started here today, gentlemen?
What is going on, everybody? That was a special introduction there by my boy, Mr. Mansour. So thank you for that there, Mansour. That was awesome, man.
Okay.
Oh, that was it. But that wasn't Nick there encrypted. Uh-oh, we totally transferred back out. Let me get back up to the main. There we are. Yeah, that was...
said, oh my god, he sounded Russian.
Well, that's what we were going for. So just a little something to change it up. That was kind of a joke there, so they told me I wouldn't let me do it. So, yeah, we let them do it. So thank you there. By the way, thank you there, Mr. Riley Plays, for your $2. Appreciate that. Dank Lit Music. That is right, man. That sounds like a Chris Pinto term there. Dank and lit, all in the same phrase. I bet he told you to do it. Yeah, so what's going on, everybody? So let me throw a few shout-outs there. JP, and I saw Clint there. Noah, what's going on, guys? Encrypted. What's up, Walter? JP, Coffee, what is up, man? How are you? Good to see you there. Philip, always great to see you as well. So, yeah, let's get started. Let me show you a little bit of what we got here. So, we've got a few things going on. Now, we are at Windsbach. Now, this is with a FS17 contest map. And I went through the maps and went through stuff that was not being streamed right now. Everything right now seems to be revolving around West Coast, and I've been popping into some other streams, and guys have been saying, man, why's everybody doing this map? And I was actually considering doing it myself, so I figured, you know what, let's break off, let's do something outside of it. Let's do a different map, let's do something that's complicated, but it's also really beautiful in itself, and a really, really well done map. So I come up with this, and we had a couple that we looked at, and Windsbach was one of these. We'll just kind of do a little bit of a tour through here, but not really anything kind of a first look and impression. We'll just let you guys be the judge of that as we kind of get started. So this one's really going to focus on a lot of things, but most of the time it's going to be cattle, harvesting crops. I don't want to do a ton of silage stuff since we've really been kind of working those in Woodshire and some of those others. So this will be a good chance to do some sheep. We'll do some of that, and we'll all break out and do some other things as well. So we've got a lot of new mods on. So we've been running the John Deere stuff here the past couple of days. So you'll see Mansour, Nick, and myself, we're going to be driving a lot of New Hollands. We've got some custom New Hollands in here. As you can see, we got these brand new T4s over here, which are kind of cool. They're just this more smaller, compact, just looking at, bales and just small stuff, clean up kind of tractors. And then we've got a lot of CLAAS. So if you're a big CLAAS fan, you're going to definitely enjoy this stream because we've got anything and everything we can. Loading wagons, we've got the forage wagons, we've got all the balers and stuff in here. We're going to test some of this stuff out, make sure it works. Hopefully everything does. We've got a load of other stuff. We've got 900s, Naxions, 800s. We've also got the Xerion series in here, as well as all of the, let's see what we've got, the harvesters in. We've got about 4 or 5 different lengths of header on that. And we've also got the Jaguar pack, 800s and the 900s, black, green, white, red, anything that we want, we can literally put it in here. So what we're going to do first, we've kind of been looking at this map before. So I'm going to pop out here to the map real quick here. And I see chat going. I'll catch up with you guys just here in just a second. Everybody's confused by your intro there, Mansour.
Someone said, I was so confused during that intro.
Good stuff. All right, so what we're going to do is we've got some stuff that's withered. You can see 78's withered, 85 is withered. We've got 16 is withered over there. So we've got a few things here, and what we're going to do is take a couple of cultivators over, and we're going to clean some of that up. Those are stuff that I actually wanted to do, but we had withering on, so I said, you know what, we'll just play with it. We'll run it in. We'll clear those fields up, but it'll also give us a chance to kind of go through and see this map and see its a little bit of its entirety, but also just see the good parts of the map, what I think are my most favorite. Now, the one thing about this, tons of trees, tons of forestry, but also tons of possibilities to join fields up, have big stuff. As you can see, you don't have a lot of square fields on here, but the scenery makes up for itself. So hopefully between the mods and the harvesters and everything else going on, this will be a very pleasant series to watch. So I hope you guys enjoy that. So we'll catch up here with chat a little bit there. Yeah, JP said he was he was confused by that. Have you got a dumb truck for ATS yet? Update chat. I don't know what a dumb truck for ATS is yet there, Noah. I don't know if I can up.
Probably dump truck.
Oh yeah, dump truck. Yeah, that might be. Oh, YouTube, man, this is. I mean, I bet that. I bet it's doing its thing again. I might just have to hide chat away. Yep, I don't think it's going to update. So I'm not sure why that's not. That is literally as Nix would say that's not me.
Yeah, that's not me.
This is not me.
Sure isn't.
All right, so I'm just going to hide that away. We get that off. So I'll just try to keep that up here in the back of my mind here. So whenever we do have some stuff here goes on in chat, I'll try to set that up so anybody watching in later kind of knows what in the world we're talking about. So it's going to be out 16x new map, 16 map. Woo! Dare I try 16x for single player? Yeah, probably not, man. Yeah, it is coffee. It is coffee. I have no idea what's wrong with it. And let me do one other thing. I noticed this too in one of my other streams yesterday. Let me cut my voice back a little bit. That was something I need to do. So let me just hit that up real quick. Yeah, there we go. Back it so I'm a little bit more in line with everybody else here. Just let me know as we get through. There's a couple of these tractors actually do have some pretty loud ends on it, so we'll see what we can do. So, all right, guys, well, let's go ahead and I've got an 800 and a 900 over there. But if you want to take T7 over, you're more than welcome to. But you can grab one of these tractors and drive across. I think I'm going to take one of the green 900s here, and I will meet you guys at the other farm. So that is up there right south of 6. We'll pick up a cultivator there. We've got another cultivator down at the shop, so we'll pick that, and we'll go take a few of these fields off and clear them up.
I need to find one that's good.
Is that blue one in the shed good enough for him?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, so let's go ahead and turn around and I've got a pretty nice little recessed little silage pits here, which is kind of cool. It's not very many maps that have a recessed pit like that, so it's kind of cool.
I think that'd be better than just a normal one.
You would think. I'm just making it recessed makes it better.
You can also say that it's also prone to flooding.
True. Hey, what's up, Robert? How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. Hey, what's up, Evil Clown? 333, what's up, man? How are you? Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll have to look at that one, Philip. I don't have that one in. Typically with these, I mean, we'll just... This one's kind of got a Lostberg feel to it. So there's some smaller stuff in there, so you don't get quite so caught up in, most of these you can see how there could be joinable fields. But most of these we'll kind of keep as ourselves. We won't really, we won't really jump in too big in those. So hopefully these things won't get too different on that. I'm trying to keep it pretty simple here. Let's kind of get back to doing some farming. I mean, it was something the channel was built on, so I figured, what the heck, let's do a little bit more series, experience a few more maps, throw a few new stuff in. Now, we do have GPS and all of that stuff. I mean, honestly, I don't even really care to even use GPS. Honestly, I mean, it's okay, but I don't know. It's not a necessity.
It's a good thing you know where you're going.
Yeah, I made this trip a few times. Alright, so let's see, wait a minute. Alright, so in this building here, if one of you guys want to go in there, we've got one in here, so I can help move one of these out of the way for you. Yeah, so we got one of the cultivators in here, and we'll go down and grab the other two. The other two cultivators will be on the in the shop area. So whoever wants to grab that, Nick, if you want to grab that monster, you can follow me back around.
Is it big ol'?
Yeah, yeah, we got. We'll let. So we're gonna go, Nick. Let's just tell you what. Let's check the map here. Let's go up to. Let's make sure I get this right here. I'm gonna go do the wrong field there. So all right, so 16 had. Oh shoot, 16 had canola on it, but it has since been withered away. So let's go ahead and grab 16, and then we'll drive down from 16 and knock out 78, and then 85. And those are our three big ones that withered away on us. and then we can harvest out some. We can plant some new ones. We'll have plenty of fields here. We've gone in and we bought quite a bit just so we could have plenty to do. All right, let's see. I think this way. Yeah, I think we get there from here. Yeah, I saw that there, Evil Clown. It's probably an echo because I'm on voice activation, so I need to turn that back a little bit. We may adjust that here in a minute if it does, but I've got their vocals turned up enough to where they'll be able to be heard. So that's why you're hearing that echo. I guess we got 2 more in here, so go ahead and hook up to one of these there, Mansour. Hey, what's up, Bear? What's going on, Pole? How are you, man? Hope you guys are doing well. Great to see you guys. There you go. Walter's still taking Lostberg over Old. This has got a lot of Lostberg in it. I mean, it does. But I still love the fields layout. Now, the only thing that I don't really like about this map is the farm area is leaves a little bit more to be desired. I wish it had more open storage rather than everything being in a building. But that seems to be a Germany type of style, I guess, if you would say that. But definitely this is, the good thing about this map is it does bring in a lot of different elements. But the bridges, the water in this map is absolutely incredible. I mean, they did a fantastic job on this. Everything's got sounds. I mean, this was a contest map, so you know it's going to be good. I say you know it's going to be good, but most of the time it's good. Hey, what's up, Brian? How are you, buddy? Yeah, Philip, we'll break down and do a little bit of harvesting. I actually personally enjoy cultivating and planting a lot more than I do harvesting, so I may sick these other guys on harvest. Well, and let me back up a point with that, because the one thing that I do like in here is I do like these CLAAS harvesters. And if you've never played with them, if you're on PC, you've never messed much with the CLAAS ones, they are absolutely incredible. One of my favorite harvester mods, and they still got the widths of those are still very, very, very big and very large. So you could still knock out a lot of field. They're not the 40 footers, but they're like the 36. So I mean, you can't really complain with that. I love the engine, man. I can hear that engine cranking back there, Mansour.
Big old engine.
Yeah, big old engine, man. Wow, Giants 09. Well, thank you there, Robert. Appreciate the rating of 10 by 10 there. 10 out of 10. Well, I don't know why I said 10 by 10. Lord. All right, so here we go. Nice, good-looking crew here. So we'll just start here at the corner, I guess. And we do have crop destruction on, so keep that in mind when you're driving across fields.
Well, that's good for us, right?
Yeah.
We got to cultivate. Crops has got to go. Realize.
There we go. Amen there, Walter. I would totally second guess, not second guess that, but I would totally go along with that statement. It's some of the modded ones really do make a big difference, especially the CLAAS ones are really awesome, and even the John Deere combines are really good. But there's a few more. I mean, the cases, some of the modded ones that people have done are really, really, really top notch. I mean, there's a lot of work goes into those mods. Okay, yes, awesome gamers. So if you go to that description, the description's got all the information. So you'll need to download TeamSpeak. And then once you download TeamSpeak, it'll you'll be asked to do like an account information, and you enter the credentials inside that document. Gives you all of the things, gives all the rules in there. It's got what everybody's position is and who's kind of who's in charge, who's going to let you in here, and just kind of gives you just a synopsis of what the TeamSpeak is. And then after that, then you'll someone will let you on here. And then you can come in and you can hang out with guys down here. We've got a lot of farm sim stuff down there. We got servers going on. Just ask, just make sure that when you're going into a room, make sure you know who's in that room. And make sure they're not doing it in a live stream or recording room, that kind of thing. Be mindful of those kind of simple things like that. But other than that, everybody is more than welcome to join. That's why I put the link down there.
Alright, Nick, I might not have as powerful of a tractor as you, but you don't have to make me feel self-conscious.
Is that tractor not pulling it all that well?
It's going 7.
Okay, well that's okay, this one pulls it at 9, so okay.
He's trying to pull on me right now. Look up. If only you could drive like that in NASCAR. 8.
No, it says turn your flashers on. Alright, there you go. So like we can hang with you. Yeah, everyone's up here, so I mean it's TeamSpeak's just a place for all of us to hang out. I guess in a roundabout sense, TeamSpeak is what a party chat is on a console. So if you're Xbox, if you're PlayStation, and you guys, you'll pull up parties and invite people to those parties and whatnot. TeamSpeak is set up a lot of the same way. So we've got lots of guys in here. It's not just us. It's not just a for us group. We've got lots of guys in here that do dedicated farm servers, and they're always looking for people to meet and hang out with and farm on their servers as well. So there's a lot more interaction with just the community as a bigger whole, rather than just say meet up with us. So there's opportunities as well, though. I mean, that come with that. So you're in here. So sometimes we do live streams. Another thing, I kind of put out there yesterday was wanting to do some live streams on multiplayer inside the Rat Pack TeamSpeak there, where we can do some stuff with NASCAR. That was another game that we got that absolutely had a blast streaming with everybody, so I'm hoping that we can do that again here very, very, very soon, because that was a load of fun. And the one best way to be able to join us and do that is going to be hopping into the TeamSpeak. So that gives us a better way to communicate with you guys, and you got to be there and be active. And sometimes, when those opportunities come, you can get chances there to stream with all of us in there. So it'd be good times.
Just do the thing.
We could do NASCAR with what, 40 people?
I think, well, you can set the rooms up. You can do 40 online, but most of the servers are set up for 20. But still 20, dude, that's incredible. And I think that's like the low number. Alright, so I got a couple other things here, just thoughts here coming off the top of my head. We've got a few more farm sim series going on as well. So we've got more of a silage operation down in Woodshire, which is kind of looks like a Northern Virginia map, but it's not really a USA Northern Virginia map, but it kind of looks like Virginia. So if you're from that area, that's a good one to maybe go check out. And we had some stuff going there on Farmtown, so I'm kind of using these as to see likes and who's watching these videos, what videos get pushed out there by YouTube, just because you guys are wanting to go back to those and watch them. And the one thing about that is it always helps to have likes on those videos, especially if you like it. And that's what I always say, make sure you like the videos, but only make sure you like them if you like the content, because you want to see more of it. That's the biggest thing, because I'm always testing the waters, trying to find out what you guys want to see. Trying to figure out, you know, what my guys want to see, because what my guys want to see is different than what other guys want to see. So it always helps to get, you know, ideas from you guys, and especially even in chat, it's a great time to say, hey, have you looked at this map? And I can say, yeah, and I didn't like it, and then we can move on. You know, maybe there's another map that I haven't seen that would be a perfect stream for especially some multiplayer sessions. So you know, I'm all up for those ideas. So go ahead and throw them out. Hey, what's up, Leo? There, Nick and Mansour. Leo says hey to you guys.
Hello.
Well, thank you there, Robert. Appreciate that. I try to do a good bit of first person. I like farming in first person and, you know, turning my head and looking around and looking back. It's kind of the realistic look from inside of a tractor there, but plus when you've got the mods, you got all the screens and, you know, everything works and is animated, and you've got, you know, all the signal blinkers and stuff. You know, that kind of adds to the immersiveness. Now at T7 that Mansour's in, that thing is a beast. I can't wait to showcase that. I mean, it is awesome. Feels like it's got clutch drive and everything in it. It is killer. The baby is great there, Noah. Thanks for asking, man. Appreciate that. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys finish that up. I'll go ahead and fold up here. Alright, so while you guys finishing up, let's check the next one. So that was 16, so that's all cultivated, ready to rock and roll. So we got two more, that's 70, 80, and 85. So this will be a good chance. We'll swing out, go back through the shop, through the city. And I've got a couple of little roads here that we're going to take just to kind of provide you with your quick thoroughfares through this place. Now, you'll notice in the, you know, if you see it on the map here, you see these like 60, 61, 65. Those are all grass fields that are all nestled inside of the forest. And I don't know why this map has just appealed to me so much, but you look and you see these different areas and different maps, and it's just absolutely gorgeous the way they tied all of that stuff together. I mean, I love people that really come in here and do killer design work. Not only are the textures on this map, they're just on point. I love it when people have taken really great care to do terrain detailing, and the map creation itself is just, it's incredible. So I love that stuff. That's always things that I look for in a map. Because I don't know that I've ever even heard of the guy that created this map, but you know, it wasn't one of our normal guys. I hate this map never gotten more traction than it did, but it's a really good one.
FTG, what I got coming traffic.
You're about to give out. Alright, let's see. Let me make sure I don't overshoot here. Yeah, let's go up one more. Sorry about that.
Brake check me.
Hey, what's going on, Jonathan? How are you, man?
Alright, still there.
Alright, let's see. Alright, we're going to take a next left up here. Hey, what's up, Mr. Frosty? How are you, buddy? Yes, they got Massey Ferguson, so they've got anything and everything, whether you can download it as a mod, which is what we've done. So we've got the CLAAS, this is the 900 series, we've got the 950 engine, we got just the regular single edition wide tires on it. It does come in twins and twin rears, I believe, and then trying to think what else. So there seems like there's one other configuration on here. There's usually options on the tractors. So we got Massey in here, we've got New Holland, there's John Deere tractors. I mean, you name it, someone has probably created a mod for it and at least done a few tractors for it as well. So European, American, it doesn't matter. It's a little bit of everything's in there. Alright, so we'll give you guys just a quick tour. So right over there on the far right is our main shop over there, and where all of our stuff is purchased. We kind of said that on the very first part, and I should have, yeah, this is right. Alright, so we'll go ahead and zip out here. Now we've got, I'm not sure exactly what all they've got growing over there. I don't think it's anything that we can actually do. You kind of get an idea how big this map is. There's Mansour and Nick behind us there. But you can see how the fields all kind of nestle in between these the trees and the forest and stuff in here. It's really good job the way they put everything together. A ton of fields, so there's a lot of room to either start small work yourself up, or you can start big and just do what we've done and just kind of looking at creating and conjoining a lot of these fields. So we're going to go through one of the main roads here. Now we've got everything here 49, 50, 51. So this will be a field that we start working on maybe today. It's got a few different things on it. Hey, what's going on, Zach? How are you there, bud? Oh, I'm doing well, Jonathan. Thanks for asking, man. And thank you there, Scott McKenzie. Coming in with a nice subscription there. Thanks for joining FTG United. Cultivating up some fields with us tonight, so thank you for your subscription. And Robert, what's this one? The map is Windsbach. It is, I guess, a German name. And then our tractors here are CLAAS tractors. Oh, the baby and the fam are doing good, Zach. Thanks for asking. JP's going to give Lawsburg a second chance. It's actually a really good map. You just gotta, I think the whole challenge with these is figuring out the best way to use them. And you can see now a canary like this. So for those guys that really want to use a, you could conjoin all of these fields and just do one big huge fail swoop. Now me personally, I'm not really going to mess with many of these fields. But let's go ahead. We're going to make our left up here and let's go to 78, guys. Mr. Frosty, when are going to play on PS4? Probably not very soon. And the only reason is because I changed my entire stream setup and I'm no longer going into a capture card. So that's kind of changed the whole outlook of how I do the stream. So, you know, now everything's housed inside the PC and it's not as easy to do that. So that's why I have not been back on PS4. Alright, so here's 78. Now this is all wilted and it looks like sugar beets.
The perfect thing to get rid of.
Ain't that the deadgum truth?
Well, actually, potatoes.
I love potatoes.
Yeah, but they have a smaller harvester.
Alright, hang on a second. Let me get it over there a little bit.
Get it over there.
Robert, tell us hi, Monster.
There you go.
Hello, Robert.
What about the Dino Diner? You'll have to talk to Raptor in his stream about that.
Come on.
Just do the thing.
Do the diner when the person for the team speak, yeah.
Alright, link in the description if you want to ask Raptor about the Raptor. Right back down.
That's good. Alright, so Walter's running to get into a couple of good maps and waiting for Friday. Okay, that's Pleasant Valley, I think is what you're talking about. Pleasant Valley version 3 to come out. Yeah, man, I know. Well, this is a really good map. I mean, this offers, now this does not have any kind of big, huge custom, you know, it doesn't have any kind of a big custom sawmill or anything to it. But it does have the place to sell the trees. You know, unless you want to do, you know, the log production and sawmill production on a map like this and this kind of scale, I don't know if that's something I would even tackle. And y'all know I love my logging. I don't even know if I would tackle that one.
You know what else this map has, FTG? It has not one, not two, but three absolutely beautiful FTG approved biogas plants.
It's always a staple of mine. I like to see a good BTA. Some guys like to smoke a nicely finely tuned cigar. Some like to drink a nice fine bottle of wine. Me, I like a good biogas.
Shout out to Coffee with his brandy.
That's right, man. I don't know if he's still watching, but yeah, I was about to say, it's not brandy.
It's one of the bees. He's gonna get mad at me. He's gonna be like, it's never.
Yeah, I certainly will play with. Oh yeah, one thing I need to do this. Oh, I don't own this field. Oh, okay, they're talking about. Yes, you might have to stay over. We might need to buy the field beside us because I guess we're close enough that it's registering that we're getting close to it. So it's telling me I'm not buying it. But yeah, so one other thing that I've got. If you guys have not, go subscribe to Raptor. Look at his latest videos. We've really been getting in, almost been getting into a new. Let's see if we grab this one. Yeah, there we go. Now we don't have to deal with that issue no more. So we've really been getting into some more stuff. So we did a big grape harvest video there. Nick, Mansour, myself, Pinto, and Ryan. You guys know him as Ryan Schleicher here in chat here as one of the moderators. We've all been doing a little bit of farm series. If you guys want to catch up on more great farm series, they're actually really good, and they're small. 30-minute episodes, and right now we're doing a logging in Emerald Valley. So I assume that, Nick, which one of those was put up? Has any of those haven't been put up yet, have they?
Yesterday, the John Deere silage part 1.
That's right. We've got a couple of those. So if you like John Deere, you want to see that, then you come say hey in one of those videos. I'm in most of all those featured here up soon, unless it's something that he may have recorded before. So we've done a lot of good stuff. We've been recording a lot, so I know you guys are always looking for good, quick content you guys can go check out. So we've been using a few different maps. Kiefhauser was one that we used there with the John Deere. It's a really pretty map, kind of very similar to this one. Got a beautiful biogas plant, some other things going on. So that'll be no, Nick does not have a channel, although he does have a channel, but he doesn't put anything content on it.
He should.
He should. Oh, sorry about sorry about that, Noah. No, I do not. Maybe I could if I took out Pro Mods, but Pro Mods has kind of shot me on a couple of the different mods. It works by itself, but it's conflicting with other mods that I'm just not really willing to get rid of.
No, the mic's like a quarter of an inch away from my mouth. 2 people have said it sounds like I'm far away. I don't know. Does it sound weird to you?
No, you sound pretty clear. It might be the. I'll tell you what. Let me just do this real quick, guys. Let me up my voice activation here, just so maybe it's kicking your all's voice over a little bit, and maybe it's not clicking over. So all right, let's try that and see what happens. Y'all let me know. Yeah, they're saying Nick has an echo. That's probably because you're feeding back over into my microphone because he's coming through my ears.
Weird.
When you have 3 people working cultivators, these big fields become nothing.
Oh, I know. Whoops, I totally missed that. Hang on a minute. Don't be up and above it back there. Yeah, it's good, Walter. I mean, it's they're just short episodes, so I mean, it's just a good, quick 20-30 minutes, so it doesn't take a long time. It's not a it's not a 3-hour live stream on something, but it's good. It's just good quality content there, and it's short, it's sweet, it's to the point. There's really no frills. We have a lot of fun with it and do a lot of laughing. So yeah, go check it out, guys. It's good stuff.
Coffee says he's puffing right now.
Of course he is. That's a coffee thing to say.
Yeah. Well, Scott's in Winnipeg. Wow, nice, man.
Brandy. Bourbon.
Bourbon, yeah.
And remember, he doesn't like drink it, he just sips it. He likes the taste.
You can't gulp it.
Yeah.
It's not a cheap college PBR. A natty light.
He's coffee. He's got his bourbon, and he sips it.
And it's coffee, of course.
I have to ask Coffee, are you, if he's in the chat, I want to ask him, does he put 1 or 2 ice cubes, or no ice cubes at all?
There you go, Coffee. Monster wants to know if you're a 1 cube guy, a 2 cube, or no cubes. And Bear's, he's got the Jack on the rocks. That's ice. For anybody that wants to know what rocks are, he doesn't really put rocks in his drink.
Some little kids going, hey, what? Do the thing without rocks.
I don't want rocks in the field, I just...
Alright, see you there, Noah. Have a good one there, bud.
FTG.
Yo, man.
Kinda missed like a whole 9.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you see what he said?
Oh my god.
All that FTG said.
Oh, man. Maybe Coffee's had a few too many of those.
Too many sips.
He said, no ice cubes, I like it hardcore like I like my ladies.
Oh boy. Alright, let's change subjects. That just got really weird really quick.
best community on the internet.
Yes, Mr. Yes, Mr. Frosty. Yeah, Nick's always Nick T.
Nicholas.
No.
JP said he's one of the new mods. Dang coffee, I didn't know whether to time you out or shake your hand.
Oh my.
Oh.
Coffee's cool. Someone just said, "Wow, coffee."
Oh man. Well, welcome to those here that joining in the stream. We'll change up here a little bit, get on a more family-friendly subject. Coffee said FTG does mean Nick and that Russian fella. Do they have CB and radios, and what's screen like with 4 wheels in your tractor?
I think he's asking like what all that stuff in the cab is for.
Well, I know most of it is either your programming. Now, it does most of it's got all your AC stuff. Some of it is that. If you're asking whether or not all this stuff up here is, most of this is going to be, I guess, displays for stuff at the tractor. You can see AC here. Now, this is stuff that's in this. Radios, you got wipers, headlights. A lot of these are just going to be options like your hydraulics for your fronts, whether or not you've got weights connected to the front. All that stuff is going to be hydraulically controlled. So you'll have to get out and manually do some of that, but some of the hookups, some of the start, PTO drives, your forwards and backwards, and then your screens are just keeping up with things that you have hooked up to the car. I mean, to the tractor. They're just keeping up with things digitally through communication. So I mean, your fill rates. Now I do have this CLAAS tractors do have a lot of these in here, so you can go through and check out a couple different menus, although some of them are not all the same, but you do have information dials there that give all the just standard engine information that you see between your wheels. But the CB stuff, I wouldn't think they'd have anything like that unless you're talking just straight up communication back to dispatch or somebody that's working with you. I'm sure they probably do that with two-way or something rather than doing CB.
I just wanted to say real quick to Mr. Frosty, the reason Raptor's name is sometimes mine is because I pretty much set up all of the farming videos and live streams, so sometimes I forget to change my name to his name, so when he gets the save file, it's, yeah. That's why there's 2 of us.
There you go. What's up, Power Stroke? How are you, man? Well, thank you there, Zach. Hey, what's going on, Silk Crow Games? How are you there, bud? Good to see everybody today. Let me just tab out here for just a quick second, grab something, and I'll be right back. There we go. All right, so get that last bit there.
Hey, hold on.
I am great there, Seal Crow. Thanks for asking, and appreciate you coming in, hanging out with us for a bit. Hope you guys are enjoying a little more FTG Farm series. We've been trying a bunch of different things here with the channel, a lot of ATS and ETS, which we're still going to do. But we've definitely added in some new stuff. It seemed to be a big hit there with NASCAR, so that's something I think we're going to try to do a little bit more, especially on the weekends. We can get us some good racing time in with a bunch of different people. So use this time to plug the community here. So if you guys want to, jump on that TeamSpeak if you've got NASCAR Heat 2 or looking to get it or wanting to get it, or you've already got it, you're looking for some guys to race with, do some multiplayer, be a part of some live streams. I'm going to be up for asking. All right, before we get going too far, guys, let's dip out here and let's go south and let's hit field 85 while we got the cultivators up.
Hey, there's still some stuff we haven't got.
Oh, really?
Oh, you gotta tidy up the edge there, Monsieur?
Yeah. Otherwise, we can't plant. We get less money. We need all money. Now I'm gonna use the amount of gas we're gonna make.
I'm surprised no one in chat's been like, "Oh, greetings, Comrade Stalin." This is the intro.
And now you're just gonna start a whole spam. Good job, Nick.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Robert, this is all I think this is all miles per hour. You got that option there when you set your game options up, whether or not you want to do kilometers or miles per hour. Alright, so I'm looking as to where, let's, man, we're going to have to go all the way around. Alright. Well, let's just take the scenic route, why not? We ain't got nothing else better to do. Alright, so welcome to Windsbach. This is a German map, or German-inspired map. You'll see you got lots of forestry, lots of big fields. It's kind of put together in a Lostburg fashion. But needless to say, this is much, much, much bigger and much more expansive than a Lostburg. You can spend a lot of time driving on this map, which I don't mind. I kind of like that extra feeling that there's really a lot out there to see, and there's a lot of fields to tackle, a lot of places to go see. I do like the way they've kind of spaced spaced their animals out. Some would probably say I don't really like the way they did that, but me personally, I do like that because they've taken the initiative here. We're going down to the sheep, which is all the way down basically here in the bottom of the map. Now our cows are in the very top left up there by our Hof biogas, which is one of them. We've got another biogas in the center of town, and then we have another biogas all the way out on the right there, Goldberg biogas. So the pigs are kind of near that one, although they don't really eat off any of the silage stuff. It's still, they've got 3 animals in 3 different sectors of the map, so it's going to require you to get out, drive some, enjoy seeing the map, which, you know, unfortunately a lot of people do a big map like this and then they put everything around your farm. That's just typically what people want, but this guy kind of broke that mold and said, hey, I'm going to put this down here and make you drive to it. But it's cool. So I mean, if you're going to take a piece of equipment down, you can put that on a small, you know, like a PJ trailer, something like that. You do have roads, so once you get out here to the main roads, you will have traffic if you keep that on, which you normally like to try to do that.
I underestimated the power of the brakes there.
Yeah, I know. I slid right into FG. Not sure what JP just said there in Russian, but I did see it.
Alright, so here's 85. Yes, this one. This one's all dead. So this won't take us any time, so let's go ahead and knock us out real quick.
Oh man, there's no fence to the left or the right of it, but we got a gate.
Yeah, well, you should have destroyed his crop. I will say this, you know, this is a tough one, because I was kind of thinking about just what would be my initial just kind of impressions on the map, especially if we got guys out there to look and so on their own PC, and you know, I kind of like that map. I want to look at it. I would say the one drawback with this map is that you need quite a bit of equipment to be able to handle 3 or 4 guys working with you. So maybe, you know, you have to figure out ways to incorporate everybody, because the storage is just limited on this map, and it's kind of an ironic deal. I mean, the only thing I thought you could do is you could go in and actually either edit it yourself and kind of put some open space storage. I would have liked to have seen some more open-end storage on this, so if we had like some of those big awnings that I've used in other maps, placeables, those kind of things, I think that would be a good addition on this map, and something that I may look in the future here if we continue to stay here, if people, you know, like the map, which I hope you do, because usually when people like a map, that means they come back and they watch series if they like what it looks like and like, you know, what's going on with it. So there's a few different places here. There's the sheep. We'll go out and take a quick peek at them once we get the field done here. While we're down here, might as well give you a little tour there of the sheep area. It's nice. Hey, what's up, Scott? Yeah, Power Straight just got home from work, so welcome back there from work. Sorry, Nick, I kind of run up there on the end there. It's got a nice little ridge around this field. Hey, there's Mr. Zach Van Horns there. Appreciate the subscription there, bud.
This one's an easy one.
Yeah, this is not going to take long at all. That's a good thing these three were out there. Now I'll have to, maybe if we actually get in back to doing some planting, we'll have to check out a couple of different planters. I know I've got the one. We got a couple of the brand new mods that came out. So T7 tracked tractor came through, and also a CLAAS track. Those are all like in the first page there of most of the external mod sites there with FS17. So if you guys want to stick around to kind of look at some of those. The Great Plains Cedar was another one that they got featured out there on the new stuff. So we do have all of that there in the farm. So we'll get a sneak peek at that. And as well, we'll go ahead and take you down and we'll take a look at the harvesters, forage harvesters. Just kind of give you a little miniature, map tour there, just of the main farm area. And then we'll check the cow area out and just take a little sheep tour there, and maybe even the pigs as we kind of close the video up here in a little bit. We're not going to go yet, but we'll kind of just finish up, give you a one over as we kind of drive around and see the map and just see what all this place has to offer. So. On your other account, okay.
I have 2 YouTube accounts. Can I sponsor you with both?
Yes. Well, nice there, Scott. Hey, what is going on, Mr. Neb? How are you there? Mr. Neb Plays Live, another fellow streamer there, doing some good stuff there on console. I hope you're doing well there, Neb. Always great to see you. Thanks for coming in. Hanging out for a bit. Alright, so I'm going to let Nick finish that up here. I'm just going to cut on over here. Now, there's our main sheep area. And we'll go ahead and turn things off, get out here and walk around a little bit. So I love this area. So we've got your main water trough, just like you'd expect. Now, sheep only really need the grass and stuff. So you do have almost like a nice little grass texture in here. And it does have the Lostberg feel. So once you do get up here, I think you can, yeah, there's your open roll doors. So you got your animal delivery here. And then you can walk through, and this is where you do all of your other stuff. So feed, everything kind of comes in through here. You've got lights on here. It's nice and lit up in here as well. And I don't think they have, some of the Lostberg had the nets and stuff up there, but you'll see the sheep come in the door there, and they'll go out the same. Then you got a couple more little storage spots over here, as well as a seed is all stacked in and ready to go over here. And you do have a nice little thoroughfare there to the bottom end of the map. So from here, this will take you all the way down in there to the 90s. So looking at this map, looks like we've got 102 fields on this map in total. So this is definitely much bigger in size than what I'm normally used to streaming. So you'll see these kind of nice here, and this just kind of takes you right up through the woods there and takes you down into the bottom of the map, which is beautiful in itself. It's all nestled in these trees, looks like these are. So just a little 411 there on the sheep. So it's a good little area. I kind of like the modern touches on these. They're kind of nice. Wow, you ran really fast there. Nick was like, oh, we got to go.
Just shotgunned a couple Red Bulls, you know.
All right, thank you there, Leo. Appreciate it, man. I certainly will. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us, buddy.
Wait, Nick, you drink caffeine?
Not Red Bull. I don't even drink coffee.
Lay inside. I hear you there, Power Stroke. They were, Walter. Most of... I was trying to think. There are some of the city ones. Some of the city buildings did get taken from there. Yeah, you can tell it's just got the Lostberg feel. But the difference with Lostberg and this one was that Lostberg had a very, very hard terrain, I thought, to really work. This one has decent flat areas, but it also has some kind of decent kind of hilly terrain. So if that's your thing, you certainly got a good map in it. And if you like a little bit more of this kind of, you know, I mean, there's not many maps that kind of offer these kind of drive-throughs with these, you know, wonderful little gravel paths and stuff put through. I mean, I don't know why I like this stuff so much. It just, I don't know. It seems very neat, very well kept. It's just good. I don't know. It's good. Michael wins the giveaway for the PC. Whenever you, yeah, whenever y'all pay for it. How about that?
Donate 1,000 and I'll give you a PC.
There you go. There you go.
Little run blocks.
And farming sim low center. Not guaranteed to be intact.
How you doing, Michael? I hope you're doing well, man.
Ships from the local North Carolina Goodwill store.
There you go. A Presario compact. We can make it happen. Oh, the day's been great there, Robert.
It's like one of them old all-in-one IBMs you had like in elementary school.
Oh yeah. Maybe get one of those big old square monitors. Put Windows 3.1 on it. Little Oregon Trail. That would be.
Low.
Speaking of computers and just random bits of knowledge, so I love getting on eBay and see what the random trending items are that people are like crazily bidding over. And there's a pair of old employee Apple sneakers from like the late 80s. They're like the old, almost look like Reebok. If you guys remember the pump ups, you know, where you squish the tongue and it'd be like tss, 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 and all it would do is just fill an airbag up in your shoe and it'd make it, you know, your jump higher. So they say. Oh, there was a great little. Oh, that's another biogas there. So anyway, they would do that, and I saw those shoes were up to like almost 11 grand.
I was getting a little bump draft the corner back there.
There's a nice storage there. I need to remember that. Yeah, Barrett.
Hey, that guy just died. He walked in front of you when you were.
Yeah, he'll be all right. Yeah, Robert. I think Nick, you looking at chat?
Oh, doing a good job. Okay. Thanks, Robert. I just got lapped. Lon Stewart thinks this is NASCAR heat too.
Thing is, man, you can hear Mansour coming in that T7 like you can hear him coming from a mile away.
This thing goes fast, it just doesn't have any torque like you guys have.
Yeah, that one's actually done up right. That one's almost got like this clutch drive to it. It's very good. All right, so I'm completely okay where you guys want to put these things.
Okay.
Good luck getting it in there. We can put this right over here for one of them.
Alright, I think I'm stuck.
How many points? All right, go ahead and drop your trailer there, Mansour. Alright, so while they're doing that, let me go ahead and give you a quick little farm tour. So this is just your main setup here now. As you can see, you do have the same kind of Losberg feel with everything. You got the same kind of, everything's got an open door, everything's got a, it's got a lean-to, it's got an awning to it, it's got a big set of doors, you drive stuff in. Kind of that, this 4 brick walls, and they're pretty short on the roof, and then all of a sudden you walk in, it's just this one big, huge room. So you got a couple of things over here, although I'm a little bit confused on why they put the big divider in there, so I may go ahead and do away with this particular building and actually put some awning storage over here that might be better, well suited for what we're doing. But then when you got this, you got seeds all over here. We've got decent stuff in here, decent amount of little storage. That is, oh yeah, it's the Mercedes-Benz. It's a cool little tractor. So this is where your main dump site and your main fill silo is. So all this right here is attached to the big silos there on the front corner there. And obviously you can see we've got some of our stuff in here is our little build up. So we've got We've got our CLAAS here. This is the Lexion series here and the Jaguar series. I think that's the 900. And then we got a couple of more of the CLAAS here. Now, those do have white, black, and then green. And then you can do wheel color change on those as well. Those are all the newest and latest updated CLAAS mods. There's only so many of those mods, and they really get shared on every single site. And then we've got that. So last one, let's see. Let's do, where am I at right now? Let's zip on over real fast. Nope, let's go pigs. Let's go pigs. I'll do pigs real quick. And then we're going to do some planting and maybe run the harvester out a little bit. Yeah, tractors are good, man. We got a great T7. That's probably one of my favorites. We've got another T8, a couple of tractors that we haven't really put out yet. So we'll get those here in some next episodes. But here is our pig area. It's a little different. Kind of has this little different resemble, but for whatever reason, this is about the second or third map that I've come across where they kind of house the pigs inside the building, but you can't actually go in the building and do anything with them. So I kind of like that. I mean, but it does still have, you've got all your feed right here on the corner, you've got water on the other side, and you still got some storage up here. So if you want to keep, some food stuff up here, you don't really have crop storage up here, but you've got seeds up here. You've also got the slurry pump and everything else you need to really do this. So if you like animals, this is a great map for animals. Sheep is well done. The pigs are well done. It's very well kept up here, and it's got a decent amount of storage. You've got fuel here, as well as your own custom gates, roll gates there, which is a really nice touch on it. And then after that, you've pretty much got the cows, which we'll see as we kind of end our video up today. But let's go ahead, guys. Let's pick us up real quick. Let's grab us some cedars. Just going to come over here where y'all are.
This thing.
Yeah, so cedar will be, whoa. Cedars are over here. Yep, right here. And I'll go ahead and get the door open for you. I think I will. I hate these. Alright. Close this one, and then we'll open this one.
Okay.
That makes sense. There we go. Oh, nice, Bear. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Scott? How are you? Andrew Filmaciones Razo. Hey, bud. How are you? Good to see you guys. Those things should be already. What do you say, Mansour?
Wheat? What does that look like?
So wheat will be the first. So be the first. Well, here, hop out and I can set it. Yep, that's it. So this is the Great Plains cedar. So once Mansour gets out of the field there, let's see. Let's figure out where to send you. Where you wanna? Let's see where we want to send him. What do you think, Nick? You want to go back and do 16 where we did before?
See, we're 16. Sure.
We could do 16, or we could go back down to 78. Doesn't matter. Because I was just trying to. Actually, yeah, let's do 16 because we can also pull the harvester out. Go ahead and let's grab it. Grab the smaller one. We'll do some wheat there on 12. So we'll get we'll knock a couple of birds out with one stone. And 13 is also ready to go as well. So we could do 12, 13, and then seed 16. And it's all right there in the same little spot there. We can kind of showcase all of the newer stuff anyway.
Do you realize that inside of this barn, if you float up in the air, that the roof is covered with like grain? Like, see, look on top of this brick wall.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, where are we gonna put all of our grain? Yeah, I know that was kind of stupid. All right, let's see. Let's do yeah. So all right, here's this T7 I've been talking about. So Mansour's been driving around. We've got the Exo Bib tires, Michelin tires on this thing. But this is the T7. This is all custom. This is a custom mod. It just it's come out. It's the only one that I've seen of its type. But it's got animated. It's got all the animated stuff inside. So let's crank her up here. Oh, that's weird, Walter. That is weird, man. Alright, so we've got a few other things. So you've got cabin suspension that you can disable on here, guys. I think that is that 6? Nope. Which one is that? Yeah. So if your cabins are shaking around, you can disable that with 6. But anyway, We've got animated stuff in here, so you'll notice the pedal on the ground goes down, as well as your gear shift goes in, and also the front handle there is animated. So you got all those things going on. Plus, let me do this. So you've got a few other things, like you can control this, you can control the steering wheel in and out, doors opening up. Then we've got other things like this. Everything's got its own sound. We can fold out your caution cable there. And I think this one, yep, this one has dome light inside of it, so when it's dark you can actually light up your cab. So this is kind of what they call the IC control, the internal control here, inside control, whatever. Now you've also got these down here. Now these are all the 3-point hydraulics, so you have to switch these switches if you really want to get super duper realistic about it. These switches right here, you have to lower the bottom, and then you have to clamp down the top, so it's more of a manual type of drive whenever you're messing with it. So it's pretty cool how they've set all this up. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop on this one, and I tell you what we can do, guys, is now I've got two. Let me make sure I know where they're at. I don't even remember where I put it. So I've got one at the shop, I know. Tell you what, I'm gonna grab the harvester. Nick, would you mind going back to the shop there and grabbing that the tipper that we've got there? We've got a Wilson grain trailer there. I've got a black one up there if you wouldn't mind grabbing that.
Okay.
Does this thing have the thing where you can like hold the wheel down?
Ridge maker?
No, like the wheel that like goes down the cabin. How do you activate that? Controls through?
Spacebar.
Yep.
No.
Nice, Walter. Alright, so we get the 750. Now this is actually the smaller one of the pack. Now most of these start around 10 grand, and then they get up the more you get out from there. So tell you what, let's go ahead. I'm going to grab the smaller one here. I don't think we're going to need the larger header there. Alright, so we'll drop that off there. We'll park this one out. Hey, what's up, Cobra's Gaming? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Let's see if this thing actually makes it across the bridge. Alright, so Montour, if you want to hook up there.
I want to see if I can take the Mercedes.
You know, I don't know if the Mercedes has got enough power. Well, let me check. I mean, you certainly can if it's got enough umph to pull it.
Hold on.
Let's see. I'm trying to think
I'd like
where
to
it's
check
at.
this thing out.
Yeah, the Mercedes is really good. Yeah, it's a fun one. Alright, 65 horse. So, I tell you what you could do if you want to just do it just because. Why don't you pull the header out there to the field with it? You can pull it out there, but it's probably not going to pull it in the field.
I think it'll work.
Well, you can certainly give it a whirl. Yeah, I don't know what's going on my sub number, man. It's I guess it's a YouTube thing. I don't really know why it's doing it, but the chat didn't work today. It didn't work yesterday, so you know, we'll just have to kind of do our best with it. All right, so once you get out of there, you'll have to drive around the back end of 6 here, and then once we do that, we'll be kind of back on the main road. So there's 2 ways out of the farm, and this is probably the more scenic route, but probably the more, it's definitely the longer route. I can definitely say that. Now this one's also got, I believe, all the internal control here. So you've got a few things in here that you can do. Let me set a little bit of a decent pace here on our cruise control, so that way I can. So we've got window control. We've also got cooler, so you can open the stuff in the back, open your engine, all that good stuff. And then let's open side. So you got basically the left side, and then you've got a back side there where the fan's at, and then the wheel, you can fold the wheel up and then, you know, back and forth if you want to. And I think the only other thing is, I think it does have, yes it does, it does have door control, so you can swing your doors open there and hop out if you want to be that realistic about it. I typically am not. I'm a little more yeah, it's nice cab lighting. I think that's probably the one cool part. I do enjoy the cab lighting, especially when it gets dark. It's kind of a nice touch. Hey, what's up, JCap Games? I'm good, man. Well, thank you there, Seal Crow. Appreciate that. Yeah, things have really been moving quick. I mean, you know, I think we're up to, I think that says 3017. I'm not sure. It's something that Streamlabs is where we get a lot of our stuff. They've been doing a ton of updating, and they've even thrown some updates there on Twitter just saying that they've been working on some things. So it's got to be some type of a number there. It's just throwing back up. It's almost like it's reading two numbers. So I don't know. Hopefully we can get that squared away.
Your pipe's out for me, by the way.
Okay, that's, yeah, it's weird. It's not out for me. Is the is the harvester open? Like, is it folded out?
No.
Okay. All right. Oh, so this might be a challenge here.
Oh man. Need to just call in sick for this monster.
Look, I only did that because I really did not want to go.
Oh boy. This is like Prius territory.
Man, if I got this through there, yeah, well, just like, hey, this would be fun. Well, that's the thing. Once I finally get my bearings on the best ways, I should have not taken that road. We should have crossed up there before we got that far. So we'll be harvesting 12 and 13. Will be two small ones. Now, honestly, they do make some smaller CLAAS ones, which we may get a smaller one on the field. I don't think that'll be a bad idea. And we'll definitely get a smaller one in here. That way we can maneuver around, especially these smaller stuff. Whether it's cornfields, but now once we get into the bigger stuff, we're going to kind of be glad that we've got a little bit bigger of a harvester. So we'll just take the good with the bad on that. For the most part, though, everything's plenty wide enough to be driving around in it. So the harvester drivers. Hey, what's up, Scott? You know what? Speaking of which, hang on. That's going to just lose sound there for a minute, but don't worry about it. Let me do something here and see if I can fix those numbers, because that's kind of getting even on my nerves. All right, let's see what's up. The mods coming. You know what, Michael? I mean, it really they could. They could by the time maybe next year. That might be it would be awesome to see CLAAS come in. As a formidable player in the mods category. I mean, it would certainly up the ante for some competition around some of those other mods, especially if CLAAS jumps in the game. But I know, you know, I know we've talked a bunch about mods on here. Obviously, John Deere is what everybody wants to see, but I think CLAAS would be an awesome addition. I mean, I certainly would have, if they could come out with the Coon DLC. Kubota is in on the mix, so if they could have come in and done something like this, man, that would have been awesome. All right, so next going to pull our, we got our small little Wilson, kind of like a pup trailer there. And Mansoor, you can certainly give that thing a whirl and see if it can plant up. 16 is what we can plant that one. Now we can do wheat on that as well. So if you want to go up there and see if it can handle it. Hey, is that Christophe Bobet or Bobbitt? Or maybe it was supposed to be Christopher. The PHE is throwing me. So if it's Christopher, just let me know. Alright, so we'll fold everything out here. Alright, so we got a couple of things running. So we've got combine signals. Man, listen to this thing. If you've got headphones on, this thing is killer.
Press in on your keyboard, Monster. It'll shut the lids.
Whoops. So we can do a couple of things here. What do you guys want to do? I can do the straw swath where we chop the straw out and we have to windrow it, or I can just drop it in strips.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever you think there, Ben.
All right, I'll tell you what. We'll do strips on this one first because we'll pop out some we'll plop some square bales on this field. How about that? Actually, you know what? Nope, we're gonna do chop straw. There we go. So we'll come back. We can windrow this, or we can cultivate this back up. Whichever, doesn't really matter.
It's working.
Is it really?
I should make this a mistake.
Walter's like, ew, the chop straw texture. Dang, I can't win for losing with you guys, man.
What, are you stuck on the hill there, Ben?
No, I got this thing. The
The Ridge Maker?
no, the thing in the front.
Oh, the front loader. Yeah, it kind of is, Michael. It kind of is. The one good thing, and I think this is just a personal thing for me, I really enjoy hearing the custom mods more than anything else. That's kind of my favorite thing. It's hearing and seeing what what they do with them, but also just being able to listen and being immersed in them, especially got good headphones on and whatnot. I mean, it's just so much different, and that's always one of my biggest pet peeves. I don't care if it's a stock game, a vanilla game. There's no reason why you shouldn't have every tractor have their own recorded sound and sound legit. But what's going on, FS Gamer 21? Alright, so there's our 25% signal. So we've got a little alerts that come up here with us. So these things will hit up here 25, 55, and 75%. What's going on, Inns Ford? Welcome back. Inns Ford was responsible for a nice little PayPal donation there yesterday. So thank you there, Inns. You didn't get your shout out there yesterday, but I want to make sure I threw one out there to you today. So thank you for that, buddy. I appreciate that. I know, everyone take note, FTG is actually manually harvesting in a field with a chopped straw, so we'll have to windrow that back up into our neat little piles, I believe, so kind of cool. Alright, so Nick's going to come back in here on, he's back on my pipe side, so we can certainly empty it out on this way, Nick, or whichever, and wait on the next pass. I really won't have it about 2 more passes on here. Alright, so there we go. We get the... Alright, that's it. That's all she had. Now, the one good thing about the Wilson grain trailers, I know those are more of an American style trailer, but the one good thing about those is that they're a bottom belly, so once the grain falls, it all falls into the center, and it's not a dump load trailer, kind of like what we've had before, where it's almost like a dump truck. Those will just, they'll basically open up almost like the old train cars do. So they'll open up, allow all the grains and whatever you're carrying there, hauling, all that stuff will just fall back into the wayside there, and it's a nice setup. So it'll be perfect for this map anyway.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, man. Man, that thing sounds good. Yes, it does sound good there, Ince. It certainly does. What speeds this is running at 6? We're harvesting at 6. So it does have the, you do have the option there to put the laser levels on the outside. Of course, I don't really think it does anything. You know, they're just there more for looks. But it is pretty cool when you do put it on the trailer, like your front directives in the front there. I guess you call them the rakes or whatever. They kind of gather and split it and make sure that all that's on the left side gets put into the combine and everything out gets spaced out where if you're doing rows or whatever you're kind of farming wise. And then you've got these two little white stakes that are sticking up here are your laser levels. So you know, it's really cool to see some of this stuff, although some of it is not all that functional in the game, in the sim. It's still there, kind of adds a little bit of extra, especially if you do it for the real, you know, do it in real world. It's kind of nice. You see a lot of the same things here in the sim, especially with these mods that guys have done and provided for us for free. You get to see what they've done here in the sim, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, it does, Michael. I mean, it's really no different. You just have to windrow it. That's the only difference. It just provides you an extra step. You know, you could, I mean, you could, most of them just cultivate it up, use it more like a fertilizer back into the next one. So, you know, if you're striping, then you might be looking more towards, you know, being able to run that up in a baler or pull it up into some type of a loading wagon, that kind of thing. Chop straw, really, at least I assume. Now, Walter, I might ask you on this. I would ask Nick, but I think chop straw really is just kind of set if you want to go ahead and just cultivate. Throw it all back and kind of mulch it all back up into the substrate.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I know you can treat this like a you know, like a cut grass texture. Work smarter, not harder, Michael says. But it's cool to see it though. You know, you don't always get to see that on there, so it's kind of cool when those kind of things when you see those different operations here in Farm Sim, because not everybody does them. I know Walter might know, because I actually would like to know that, Walter.
Should we get a windrower?
Yeah, we've got a couple there at the. If you go down to the biogas, I've got two in there that you could just fast travel them over here if you wanted to, and so you don't have to like go drive and pick them up.
Here out of the way.
Yeah, Zach, top speed, or at least while you're harvesting, is 6, and I think this is 21, 22, whatever that slower, you know, transfer speed. It's not like the 1090, the New Holland 1090 goes like 27 or something when you're just driving. I think this one's like 18 or 19. I mean, I can't exactly remember. Yeah, Mike, I think Ryan was taking a nap, man. I think we streamed him out and we recorded him out yesterday. He was just planning on taking a nice, easy nap, a nice, easy day. No, it was like 2 recording sessions, and then we did like 2 streams. I think we worked him into a nap today. Alright, so it should be the last little pass here, and then we'll go ahead and empty up down there in our Wilson grain trailer. Well, thanks, appreciate that, Robert. I definitely try to be. I'm glad you guys think so. We've had a lot of really good support here over the past really 2 months. Things have really been chumming along here. It's been really good. It's been a lot of fun. So. And like I always say, you know, that fun always starts with a great chat, great guys here that's watching, and really just plugging into what is FTG. So thank you guys for your willingness to come and listen to me talk, you know, most every night. So, hey, what's up, Zach? Are we doing canola? We're actually harvesting up wheat. So we're going to make some wheat. We're going to replant some wheat there in field 16. And then we're going to take off the rest there in 13 as well. I think that's got barley on it, so we'll have to dump here. Well, see me plant some corn. Yeah, well, we'll be doing plenty of corn planting too, because we'll need to be chopping up some corn, making some silage there for the cattle. So that'll be nice. If you guys are interested in seeing a few other new maps that are not necessarily on everybody's YouTube radar, you know, YouTube right now and a lot of the farmer streamers, they've all got a lot of different stuff, but most of them are all still around the same 3 or 4 maps, but I'd always try to do something a little different. So I hope you guys enjoy what you're seeing here. We've got a few more there. Woodshire is a nice kind of smaller map, but is an awesome map. It's kind of similar to this with a lot of these really great lanes in between the fields and the forest. It's good stuff. What you got there? Is it doing anything?
Nope.
Okay.
No working.
Okay.
It works on the straw, just not the chopped straw.
Okay, well I think the
I
chop...
don't think you can windrow chopped straw.
Alright, so I think what the chopped straw is that's basically goes in as substrate. One thing we'll have to test, because I don't really know this, the one thing we need to test is if we cultivate it back up, does it act as a fertilizer stage? There's got to be a reason to putting chopped straw in the game. Like people they make a map for chopped straw. Chopped straw.
This is just something for you to see if you don't want windrows and you want something.
Very true. You guys want to run the harvester?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm going to enable that straw swath there, so you'll be ready to go once you go and turn on. Let's get a good look at this thing. How you doing over there, Mansoor?
I'm going good.
Good. Can I bring you anything? Nice glass of sweet tea or anything?
Yeah, I need some water.
Need a little bit of water? Okay. Very, very, very nice. Alright, so I think this is all barley here, I believe, right? Or is this wheat? Yeah, it's barley. Yeah, good stuff there. Awesome. Alright, so I'll go ahead and let's just, since that is what it is, let's go ahead and let's move it back to, alright, so we'll move this back in and go ahead and throw it back in here. Now this will be just a little quick, while he's finishing up that, I'll bring a baler back over with me. We'll just see if this baler, I want to test it out and make sure it works, because I have not yet done that. Hey, what's going on, Caesar Boss? I am great, man. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. And uh-oh. Did that really get stuck in there? It sure did. Not really sure how, but okay. And what's going on there, Franken? Is that Agra Videos? What? You can teleport? Yes, you can. It's a TARDIS tool. Did TARDIS tool come out? I thought it come out on console. Or is it just an only PC tool? Do you know, Nick?
Uh,
I'd have to look at that, but yeah, that was one of our kind of a toolbox mod there they gave on PC. I'm not sure if console got it or not, but it's just a quick way to get from one side of the map. So it does help, you know, trying to set these things up. You know, you used to have to go in and drive everything around and move everything to, you know, fast travel it to different places or reset stuff back to the shop and cut some of your drive time off. So yeah, it definitely helps saves in that. When you've got to do stuff like that, just run something back real quick, pick something up. It does save you a lot of time. So
I'll be honest with you, I was trying to think. I don't think I've had my farming up on PS4 since about the week before Big Bud come out.
yeah.
So I really couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I was right after Big Bud when it dropped, and other than that, yeah, I haven't seen it either, so. Michael says, we have a reset. Well, sometimes, depending on where you're going, the reset's actually pretty good. Let me tell you what, let me do this, another little quick little tour of the map here. So this is one of the biogas. You do have some room over here for whatever you want, doesn't really matter. You can put your own stuff in there. And you've got all your sell points and stuff, but you've got two different, you've got this one big kind of oblong, you know, kind of, you know, biogas plant here, or at least a storage facility. It's huge, absolutely huge. And then you've got two more over here. All they've got lights already built into them. and you don't have to worry about tarping or do anything like that, but it's all there. Then you've got your sale point just like normal there. So it's just really good stuff. I mean, this map has got so much in. It's really built for silage and that kind of thing. So you know, but we'll eventually get into doing some of that. It's just a part of the farm itself. I've got it in one of my maps, Walter. I don't have it in this one, but I've got it in one of my maps. Hey, what's going on? Is that Bert? How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. Great to see everybody. So if you are enjoying the content, don't forget to throw a like up here on the video. And don't forget, as always, to throw up a subscription there. If you are enjoying the content, you do want to see more of this. We're going to be doing a lot more farming. But we've also got a few other games have been coming in. 7-4 Games gave us a wonderful opportunity to stream a little bit of NASCAR Heat 2. So if you're interested in seeing some of that racing, we're going to be doing lots of multiplayer racing, and always use that opportunity throughout the community here. If you want to be involved in those multiplayers and you want to get out and race and do some of that, find my latest racing video there. You can find it on the main YouTube channel, and go like that video, and make sure you leave a comment on there and say, hey, I would love to play. Then you click that link down in the description, and that will take you straight to a document that will basically give you everything you need there to join our Rat Pack server. TeamSpeak there with Raptor, the crew. Nick T's on there, Mansoor, Ryan, all of us guys. Pinto's on there, Cryptid Pilots, all these guys that you see in a lot of these videos and a lot of the farm sim streams. All those guys are actively on there a lot of the time. So, you know, always check with us. Maybe shoot us a message, ask us if we're busy or something. But you're more than welcome coming in, say, hey, hang out with us. I mean, we're just all regular guys. So, you know, we're not even Raptor. I mean, he's a big YouTuber, but he's really wants to see the community grow. So I'm certainly grateful for the amount of support he's thrown my way. So it's just a great place to be, and we've got, like I said before, we've got lots of people with farm sim servers. We've got our own Raptor Rat Pack servers. We've got all other kinds of things going on. So if you guys are interested in that, then please go ahead and hit that button there and join TeamSpeak. It's a good place to be. And I think I'm going to have to see if I can get back over to y'all, but I don't know that I can from over here. I'll need to check. Honestly, I don't believe I noticed if there's a question there, Robert. I saw your message, but I may have not. It just may not have registered. It was like 2:30 when we stopped last night, so. But I'll go back and check it again. All right, let's see. I'm just going to quick travel back up here. There we go. I don't know where I'm not exactly sure where the whatchamacallit was. Oops. Yeah, NASCAR was fun, Walter. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. That one was a lot of fun.
No, just kidding.
Uh-oh.
Nah, it's good.
All right. That's always a good sign when it starts working. Oh, look at that, man! It's a lot of animated parts in there. That is awesome. So we got the CLAAS square baler here. This is the Quadrant 2200. This is a massive little square baler here. This kind of puts the other ones to shame. But this is just one of the standard fields, so this has no fertilization on it, no plowing, so won't expect any kind of a crop yield return on this. We just wanted to kind of put some of this through and actually get some stuff on the farm and get some things done besides silage. So what happened to the Dino Diner? Well, Dino Diner just, you know, it just, Raptor's trying to wait for the people to come back that kind of are a part of that. He wants to make sure that they get a chance to kind of finish it, since they were the ones to start it. So hopefully some of those guys can come back in, and it's just a question of getting everybody together at the same place. It's you know, it's what it always is. Just trying to get everybody up in the same place. That's a lot harder said, or a lot easier said than done.
Just do the thing.
That's right.
FTG, why aren't you doing the thing?
I don't know why I'm not doing a thing, man. Central over Manitoba, awesome, man.
You dead anyway. You can at least do the thing.
All right, Monster, we'll do the thing. Well, Michael's hitting up all the trigger responses. When are you streaming ATS?
Well, FTG will be doing the thing.
That's right. Yeah, and I definitely want to do that because actually ETS, I've got quite a few new mods in there. I'm actually kind of excited about. I want to. Pro Mods got their big update. I've got Italy now up and running and working with Pro Mods, so that is like super duper exciting. I've not yet seen anybody make it all 3 or 4 of them working, so, but that's like a really late night stream.
That's when we're not on.
Pretty much.
And the baby finally.
That's right. That's exactly right. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Awesome. Manitoba for the win. Stream ETS too. Actually, I like ETS. That's probably one of my favorites. Just a shame I don't live in Europe for that to hit that.
Happy 55th birthday there, Michael. Hey now. It's 56. Get it right. Let me guess, Michael, your dog also died today, didn't he?
And who has cancer? That's not funny, but that's what people say. That's just what some people come in there and say. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's always like, hey, you know, I'm on my deathbed in ICU. Can I have a shout out?
Yeah. Yeah, and I kind of like, you know, I still get some of that, not as much as Raptor does, but I still get some of that, and I'm like, you know, just come in and hang out. Like, gosh, man, you can have a complete conversation with us. You just kind of come in and hang out, just be a part of what's going on.
Yeah, there's no need to be scared of Raptor. I mean, he's totally down to earth.
Oh yeah.
Be normal.
He's so down to earth, he takes helicopter rides.
Well.
Yeah, that does. Helicopter. Elevated position.
Yeah.
What's up, Zach? Or are you from the UK? Absolutely not.
What, he's from the commie gang.
What kind of music? Oh gosh, man, I do like a little bit of everything. I like.
Absolutely love the new Taylor Swift single.
Yeah, well, I don't mind some Tay Tay.
Oh god.
I don't. My daughter
Yeah.
likes my daughter likes Tay Tay, so I have to like Tay Tay.
We gotta talk after this.
So you're saying your wife likes something, so you like it as well?
That's my daughter.
Oh. Very good, because I was about to question your alphaness.
What are we doing with the grain?
Spit it in the middle of the fire, we'll burn it.
Sending it. No, not sending it, selling it.
I'm kidding. No, we've got a few different places up there we can put it. The main silo is in our main farm there. So if you tell you what, I'm fixing to be done with this. Let me turn it off, and I actually want to follow you up there.
I'll follow you.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm going.
All right, so we'll fold all this up. So
To Taylor Swift, oh man.
yeah, buddy. Woo. I actually really like that square belly. That thing is awesome.
Michael wants me to ask you where the tattoo is.
Well, that's for me to know there, Mr. Michael. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's it. You know, I had to be careful, man. YouTube will put a strike on me for that. Hey, we caught wind that you're not a family-friendly channel.
Wow.
They do it. I didn't change my titling yet.
100% tilled is now 100% planted.
There you go. 100% planted. Yes, Metallica, look at there, Scott. You're talking to, not two of, but, whoops, hang on, we need to make a UE here.
I have something that's counting down. This you're going beep, 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 beep.
So it's probably proceed. I forgot to tell you I've got that in there. So hit the 7 key. Does it bring up a little tab there on your right? On the num key? Num lock?
Okay.
So that's proceed. That's what all your little beeps are coming from. And I may have just gotten lost there, Nick, so just bear with me. So you'll just look and see if it's constantly beeping, then yeah, it might be getting low on seed.
We have 62% seed left.
Okay. What about fertilizer?
56%.
Okay. Well, that constant just beep beep is just it working. So yeah, that's don't worry about that. You're good. All right. So here's our yeah. There we go.
Do I like Metallica? Is
Yep.
that even a real question?
Yeah, so Nick is one of the biggest Metallica fans you're going to find. So we've actually got a truck in the live series here. We'll pull it out there on the next episode. But actually, he went in and custom did him one that has the Metallica stickers on it. So Nick's pretty much, he's a fan. All right, so I'm gonna pull.
He's a super fan.
That's right, man. He's a super fan. Alright, so here rolls Nick's coming up here on the back side of the farm. So we're going to pull this in, Nick, right here in this main silo bed. Let's check and see if this thing, I'm sure it works, but you know, kind of putting a map like this through the paces when nobody's really, you know, done much with it. I don't know that this map's ever gotten really any kind of big kind of reviews or big kind of testing. I don't really exactly know for sure if any of that stuff, or even big time updates. I've seen some small stuff. That's actually a really good looking trailer. I like that a lot. George Strait. Woo! All right.
Oh no.
All right, so this should just open up down there on the bottom end. We'll see if it actually has the animation. There it goes. So that is all going into our silos there. You don't have a bottom animation, but you can see it all pulling loose there. So very cool. So it fills up the exact same way. So you just pull in over here and you can fill up whatever crop you've got stored in here. Then that's all reflected back here. So you can see wheat-wise, we've got about 15,000, 15K in there. So really cool. So I tell you what, Montsor, how are you doing over there? You just about finished?
I'm done.
You done?
I'm going. I'm just driving back to the area.
If you want to, come on back to the main farm here.
That's where I was going.
Scott says you like 5-finger death punch.
Oh boy.
Alright, so here's what we can do. Do this.
The only thing I know about Five-Finger Death Punch is it seems like recently they've had a lot of internal drama. Their sceners being a little icy. Yeah, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but
I can't say I keep up with 5-finger death punch.
well, you follow all those guitar pages on Facebook, they constantly talking about everything.
Alright, Zach says this thing needs to clean up, so I've got the perfect thing for that. Let me see if I've got the square one. I think I've got the larger one. I like this square one. It's a little mod, but I'm not sure. There it is.
Teleport with grain on board?
Yeah, you should be able to. Oh, yep, there you are.
Oh my god.
You might need to re-teleport again. Oh.
I'm just gonna stay here so Monster can laugh when he shows up.
It doesn't
Oh
look.
my god.
It doesn't even look like I can place this anywhere in here. All right, so where's it gonna let me? It's not gonna let me place this anywhere. I have to go like way out here. Alright, so this is weird. I'm not sure where our cleanup joint is, but it's definitely not anywhere near. Alright, so we'll have to back up and punt on that one, Zach. I'll have to figure out where the get clean place is, because that's certainly not it.
Why are these roads so, like, not wide?
Guys, what happened out here? Yeah, because I guess this is, yeah, this is Europe, so they do things a little differently around here.
Yeah, well, they need to fix that. That's a problem. You need to modernize like America.
Yeah.
Monsieur, I'm experiencing lag.
Hurry up, Sig, get my New Holland out of here.
Whew. Alright, well, if I only do one stupid thing per stream, I'm better than most people.
See, you got that right, man.
Kind of hard to teleport when there's like 500 bazillion things in the way.
I know. Man, it's dirty. I cannot believe that little tractor pulled that, man.
This Mercedes.
Yeah.
A lot of power, dude. Das Auto.
Oh, Walter knows FTG. He knows.
Oh, nice. Multiple rehab visits.
Huh?
What's next?
I think that's going to be it. I think that's a good place to stop for today. Yeah, so we did. So thank you guys for coming. We're just going to kind of end things up here, get things cleaned up. So I've got a few other things here for you. So go check out the latest NASCAR if you guys are interested in seeing a little bit of stock car racing. FTG took on the Rat Pack there. And we had a blast racing. I think we're going to do some more of that this weekend. But I may actually break off and do a few earlier afternoon or maybe mid-afternoon streams here, just looking at the different career modes and different stuff like that. That's one thing I want to try to cover as much of the game as I can. So it definitely helps the channel out, helps those videos out to get seen. If you guys go through, like those videos, check them out. Even if you don't even know what NASCAR is or don't even think you like it, go check it out. I think you'll like it because I'm not even a huge NASCAR fan, and I had a stinking blast racing with those guys. So, but anyway, we've got that. We've also got Woodshire, which is more of a silage map. So we'll be splitting our time off here. So if you guys have suggestions on maps, please let me know. If it's something you really want to see, I'm all ears for suggestions on this stuff. So let me know. The other thing that I definitely want to bring in and do at least once or twice a week is JCB. I spent a lot of time putting together a nice package for that. I've been playing the game. We've gotten a bunch of stuff built. Like, I actually feel like now I figure out what's going on with the game, and I'm actually like, okay, now I know what's going on. So that's getting up near the 1,000 view mark. So I'm kind of like, okay, well, I mean, enough people have seen it. They might want to see some more of it. So if you have not gone and checked that out, it's JCB Pioneer Mars. You can find that on the front page of the YouTube channel there. It's a great one. I love it. It's really a great game. And a few other things I think that the only thing I'm leaving out here is the fact that we're going to start to do more farm sim streams. So if you guys want to see more of this stuff, then please come on back and watch these as we go. So hopefully you'll get notified a little bit more if you are a farm sim fan, as well as hopefully we can continue to do good content and provide good content here from these different farm stuff. So there's stuff you want to see. I know Zach's been wanting to see some corn, so we may do some corn here on the next one. May start planting some of that and getting some of that up and growing. That way, maybe here by the next couple of live streams, we'll be actually getting in and pulling some of that stuff in. Selling it and possibly chopping it out. We've got the Jaguar 800, 900 series here, as well as the Lexion. Brand new, CLAAS mods here. So we're all a New Holland CLAAS mod. So maybe by the next time, we can also cut some grass, because Mr. Nick T's been working on a custom mower set for us. So it's going to fit and go with our New Holland set here. So that's really excited to see that working and everything rocking and rolling on that. So I guess Nick's going to put some more gas there in the New Holland, guys. And that's going to be it for us. Michael says Oregon Springs. Walter says a UMRV. And you've got, there you go. So he says Pleasant Valley version 3. I will look at Pleasant Valley. UMRV, I do not believe is multiplayer. I don't think. At least last time we checked, it was not multiplayer. So we'll see. But anyway, we'll put all that stuff into, nice Robert. Katy Perry's good. I think that's Nick's girl. Nick loves him some KK. I'm Tay Tay and he's KK. But anyway, thanks to Mansoor and Nick T. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out and helping out today.
Oh, yeah. It's done, man. Tell you what.
Yeah.
Turn up the excitement level, Monster. Yeah.
What's going on? CSI?
Oh, yeah, there you go. So then, thanks for Monster gave us our wonderful introduction there. So that was a lot of fun. So thank you there, Mons, for that. But anyway, that's it for us, guys. We will see you here. And don't forget, go check out some of the new Raptor videos, farm sim videos. I'm in there. I'm in the description. Actually doing quite a bit of farming there. And we're also working on new stuff. So that's really exciting. And it's not just it's not the stuff we've done. You know, we've kind of moved and we've kind of tested the waters on a few different styles of farm sim, but we're actually farm simming and having fun hanging out. You don't have to worry about all the other frills and froze. So come in here. It's a good 20, 25, 30-minute live stream. I mean, not live stream, but a 30-minute recorded video. And it's really, really good. It's just quick. It's to the point. So if you only got 30 minutes, you want to catch up on something, click on some of those videos and give them a shot. Watch them. And then comment on there and tell them FTG sent you something cool like that. I'm sure Raptor will appreciate the traffic there. And always likes to know some of these guys are coming from. So right on there. Have a great one there, Neb Plays. You guys go check out Mr. Neb Plays. He's been doing some farming on console and is a new budding little YouTuber. So thank you for your support there, Neb. That is much appreciated, man. I always throw it back when I can. So we're sitting at 30-19 tonight, so almost hit 30-20. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us today. And like I said, again, thanks to Mansoor and Nick. And like I said, guys, hit on that TeamSpeak. Come in there, hang out with us. Let's do some racing. Let's do some farming. Let's do whatever we can do. And come in here, plug in, meet up some of these other guys, and do some farming with them. There's a lot of really good people on this TeamSpeak. So other than that, guys, that's it. We'll see you here on the next Farm Sim live stream. We'll see you guys. Everyone say goodbye.
Bye.
All right, see you guys.